Hello, guys. We are here once more with one more independent artist. No, guys, it's not one independent artist. This time it's a duo. And we are talking about a mix of music genres, what I love. And when we talk about independent artists, we talk about freedom to do what you want and mixing, for example, pop with rock and doing romantic stuff sometimes what we love too. And also, they are from Australia. So just let us know, Mr. Cole, where you are right now and who you are.
Well, right now it's 8 p.m. in Melbourne, Australia.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Sorry
yeah.
about that, guys, because I'm
No,
in
that's
Brazil.
all good.
It's all right.
It's
It's all right.
11 a.m. here. We are just working. Normal day.
Yeah, so we are Mystico. So my name's Connor,
My name's Oscar.
and we are a musical duo from Melbourne, Mystico, from Melbourne, Australia. Now, we've only been a duo for 12 months.
Yeah, just about.
We actually started our duo after our wedding day last year in April.
Mm.
So we got married, we got hitched,
Yep.
and we decided, now that we're married, let's do it.
Let's make some music.
Let's release some music as an artist. And it's been a wild ride. First 12 months, it's been good. I think
Crazy.
we've exceeded all of our expectations and what we were planning on doing in the first 12.
Great. I already have questions about this thing about getting married because that's
Yeah.
amazing. But
Yeah.
let's start with the music first. But I'm curious. I want to know about this thing. What kind of music are you doing?
So our first album that we're releasing next year, it's our debut, and it's
Wait, next year?
next year.
Yeah,
Yep.
next year. Yeah.
Next year.
When?
It's we're aiming for May. We're aiming.
Aiming.
There's a bit of work to do.
Yeah.
My birthday is 15th of May, so please.
Oh, there you
15th
go.
of May.
It'll be a celebration for you too.
Yeah, our first album, it's called On This Journey. It's essentially a celebration of 10 years together.
Yeah.
And to be honest, for our first album, we've made a rule that we're going to have no genre focus. It's going to be quite genre fluid.
Yeah.
So the first 3 singles that we've released is a pop ballad, a pop soul track, and a pop rock track, and the next one's a dance track.
Yeah, like a EDM sort of vibe.
Yeah.
Okay, that's amazing. I love all of those music genres, and I'm eclectic. And
So
well, let's say the truth. I shouldn't do that, but I was watching your music video a little bit.
Oh.
just a little bit.
And so romantic, so cute, and you two guys, two good-looking fellas that made that situation special, and your wedding became your music video.
Yeah.
Perfect. There is
Yeah.
there is a lot of meaning on that, right?
Yeah.
Why
yeah.
not? That was our thought, was why not? Why spend so much money on getting a wedding video made when you can just make a music video instead?
Yeah. And I think
Perfect.
as well, I think, like it was a really special moment for both of us, and we wanted to make it even more special. Like we actually performed our first single at our wedding. We sang it at our own wedding, which
Oh
is
my God, you could sing and not crying? Because
Yeah.
I
yeah,
cried.
it was hard.
It was hard.
It was hard, but
But
we
we did it.
we did it, and I think that's just made the day just even more special. Is the fact that we've captured that moment not only in that moment, but also in the song and in the video as well that you saw.
Wow. I can imagine the family members like,
Oh, blown away.
Oh, they were
Blown away.
so beside themselves.
And to be honest with you, at that point, we didn't even know that we were going to do Mystico and release music. We just wrote a song for the wedding. And then on our honeymoon, we had a bit too many drinks one night and we went, all right, let's think about a name. And then we started and we came up with Mystico and go, okay, this could be cool. And then fast forward 12 months, here we are, and we're about to release our 4th single.
Yeah.
no, I can't believe it. So from your wedding, your music career just started from there?
Yeah, we decided on our honeymoon.
Yeah.
When was it?
April the 28th last year.
Yeah.
Oh my God, man. And now I have your Spotify here. Let me just share the Spotify. Mr. Cole, can you see that?
Yeah.
There
you
it
go.
is.
There it is. Yeah.
And then you have like suddenly 10,000 monthly listeners and
Yeah.
songs with more than 50,000 plays. Another
Yeah.
with 17,000 plays. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been working hard.
Yeah.
Very hard.
You should get married like 10 years ago.
We do.
I want to get married again because I can see that like things
Maybe that's-
explode when.
That's the key, man. You just get married, release a song, get married again, release the next song. That's the way it
Oh
works.
my god! So how it's working then? So people started just to um, uh, um, bring
So
you for performances, etc. How it happened?
So our first, I would say, probably from April to December last year before we released, because tonight was released December the 1st, 2022.
Yeah.
So literally, we came back from our honeymoon and we just gigged like crazy. We went to every open mic night in Melbourne.
Mhm.
We got a band together. I would say probably what helped launch us was in Melbourne. Australia at the moment in the music scene is going through a real community phase where there's a lot of groups popping up, which is made up of so many local artists that are working together as a community to get their music heard.
Is it an effect of the post-pandemic
100%.
situation?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, as you know, in Melbourne, we're in lockdown for 265 days.
Wow.
We were just homebound.
So the music industry here and the landscape in Melbourne was on pause for 2.5 years. So a lot of people online started, messaging each other and supporting each other. And it was really hard. It was a really hard period of time. But then when we came out of it, the urge and the need for live music, I think, was reborn a little bit more to what it was before.
100%.
So then all these communities came up. So communities that we can mention that we're a part of that helped us is That Singing Studio, the Real Songwriters of Melbourne, and BG Community.
Yeah.
Those three really helped us kind of learn how to release music.
Yeah.
What does playlisting mean on Spotify? What's the difference with algorithm, editorial, independent? And then once we got our head around it, we just pitched. I reckon I sent about 2,000 emails.
Wow.
And I went, this is our story. This is what we stand for. This is what we want you to know. If you're interested, please reach out. We'd love your support. And it just happened.
It's just, just grinded away at it. And we have a lot of community radio stations here in Melbourne as well, or just across Australia. So we pitched to them as well. We got on local radio and drummed up interest there. And also networking nights. Like we went to heaps of networking nights. A Biz with Jono, BG, RSOM's one. Just heaps of networking, like meeting people and chatting and sharing sharing handles and stuff like that, just to get follows and whatnot. And I think that's what's kind of led to the success of the songs.
I think in interaction and connection here in Australia is pretty strong at the moment with community. And if you can get out there and meet people and get your name out there, it doesn't take very long to spread.
Yeah.
Got to remember, we are a big island in the middle of nowhere.
Quite literally.
So, but
here in the UK, we are the same. So it's a big
island. You are.
We are close to other countries. That's the difference. But we are the same. I'm from Brazil and Portugal, and I live in the UK. So a mixed family, mixed with the British culture. Can you imagine the big mix? That's my life. So when we talk about spreading something, if you put on social networks, the families from other countries that spread it. So it's good too.
100%.
Yeah.
We actually, funny enough, North America, like Brazil, Chile, Argentina, with our last single, they loved it. I think we landed on 20 radio stations in Brazil.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's rock. That's why they love rock.
Yeah.
They love
rock. I'm just impressed and so happy, like it was mine. No, my project.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I just love it. I'm not saying that you are lucky, because this is as a result of your work. I know it wasn't like on purpose. It was your wedding and a song for the wedding, etc. And then boom. But after that, you just made it with a lot of meaning that it worked. the audience found you, right?
Yeah.
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 How are
and I
you?
think-
How are you doing the marketing campaign for that? Like it's international, it's a globalization of music, etc. Are you doing by yourself or you have a team?
We have, so for each single, we've kind of worked with our own team. So Real Songwriters in Melbourne is a PR firm here that helped us. We just recently worked with Cartel Management, which is another Australian company that helped pitch us out. But
Great.
to be honest, 70% of it, I've got to give myself props. I did it. I did a lot of work.
I was
It's
going
a
to
lot of
say.
work.
I was going to say, as much as like
Yeah.
kind of said, we did get assistance, especially for the first 2 singles. Real Songwriters in Melbourne were unbelievable in hooking us up with distributors and stuff like that. But for this last single, Connor has just been every step of the way, like pitching multiple times a day, different people, like lists of thousands of contacts in the industry, and he's just like email.
Yeah, I think in today's day, when you have an incredible tool like Google, there's really no excuse in finding people that will want to listen to your music. I think social media and Google are pretty strong tools if you have the patience and time. You know, it takes hours to go through Spotify. It takes hours to go through Google, and you don't even really get through 10% of it. But it's just people just want connection. I think a really big thing for us was if we sent an email and they didn't respond, you got to send another one. And then you got to send another one. And you've got to keep knocking on that door until someone either tells you to go away, like we're not interested, or, hey, yeah, we are keen.
Yeah.
I think our debut single took off quicker than the other two because being 2 husbands who are married releasing music is something pretty new and pretty kind of a new method to really think about and people to get their heads around.
Yeah, definitely.
And we had a lot of interest in people wanting to know how we're doing it together.
Great. To start, I could never say that you are a couple.
We get that a lot. We get that a lot.
We call it incognito.
Yeah, incognito.
You are like 2 producers working together. That's it. There is nothing to do with LGBT community or something. But that's interesting because it's actually a surprise, and this kind of surprise make people get curious. And one more thing that's more curious, those 2 guys just got they got to know each other at school.
Yeah. We
like
met in
many years ago.
That's cool. 10 years ago we met at
EKC.
we both did a theatre production of Hairspray, and he played Link, I played Corny Collins, and we were in the show together. And yeah, probably 3 years after high school, it was official that something was going on relationship wise, and yeah, we followed it. We followed the gut feeling, and here we are. We're now married and doing life, which is good.
Yeah.
They were friends, guys. They were friends at school.
Yeah.
Like just getting married to best friend and then starting a music career together. That's why it's working. I'm gonna get married with my best friend too. I did. My wife was my best friend at the time.
And to make it even more crazy, we actually also run a business together outside of music as well.
My god.
Yeah.
You don't kill each other sometimes?
Oh, we get close. But I don't know. I think when you and your partner have the same ambitions, same goals, we're both it's not 2 versions of the same thing. Like, you know, we would both love to tour. We would both love to have success in music. We'd both love to see our business grow even more.
100%.
And, you know, I think probably our biggest strength is when things are hard, we equally feel it.
Yeah.
So we're never against each other, because at the end of the day, if that doesn't work, we're both affected.
Exactly.
But if it works, we both benefit. So
great.
That's exactly
Yeah,
right.
it's another level of partnership, because it's partnership in everything you do. And now I'm curious about the business.
Yeah. So
Make publicity. What is that? What kind of business?
we run a property investment advisory group. So we help people in Australia build and create wealth through property investment. in Australia across all of our states.
Yeah.
So some of our clients have got portfolios of up to $5 million, and we help them source their investments and their properties where, help them rent it out, help them build the house.
Okay, so they work with investments. That's why they know how to build business and career and everything. And I bet they married. It was also like a business.
Kind of. You think about it like that. Well, it is. I think the corporate mind. I know it's a real thing with music and corporate, right? Creativity and corporate is so against each other. But if you're someone who can create something and know how to market it and grow it, that's the match made in heaven, right?
Yeah, but I can say that for independent artists, building a music career is the most effective way is to build it as a business, as a small business.
Yeah, 100%.
Nowadays, if you are a small business owner, you have to do everything by yourself. You have to invest by yourself. You have to do the marketing campaign by yourself. Even if it's digital advertisements through social networks, you do by yourself. So
exactly right.
what you are doing is actually business. I want to be a partner. Can I? There is a space for me.
We're not on taking partners at the moment, but we may in the future.
I don't know if I'm good looking enough to be part of the Mr. Cole.
You fit right in. I feel that.
That's amazing.
It's good. We're incredibly busy people.
Yeah,
incredibly busy.
I don't know how you find time for that, but I'm just amazed with this, all this information, and I want to explore your portfolio because I was watching the music video and I just found out it's good. But what I want to do is something that I tell everyone to do: follow those guys here. Not only visit their social networks and Spotify, follow like that. Because that's the most important. When you follow, the artist will release new music, you will receive a notification, and then you can keep going with their project. And also, if you want to know where to find them, go to Spotify Mr. Cole, YouTube mrcole.melbourne126, Facebook mrcole.melbourne, Instagram mrcole.melbourne. They are from Australia doing great music. And now, can we watch the music video?
Yeah, go for it.
I haven't seen it. It's been a while. It's been
a hot minute.
Let's go, music video. This one. Tonight?
Tonight, yeah.
That's it.
Great.
I always dreamt that I belonged. Then you came and woke me. You showed me how to even fall so softly, trusting that you will catch me. How the moon looks so bright, only with you. So hold me, take me, tell me that this is real. Oh, so real. The love that I feel inside that keeps me feeling right. Say this is real. Oh, so real. You've got me floating high. Please just hold me tight. Tonight, please just hold me tight. All those nights I kept searching for the right kind of sign, until the day that I opened opened my eyes and saw you there. How the moon looks so bright, only with you. So hold me, take me, tell me that this is real. Oh, so real. The love that I feel inside that keeps me feeling right. Say this is real. Oh, so real. You've got me floating high. And please just hold me tight. Tonight, tonight, please just hold me tight. Tonight,
Mm.
Oh my god. For real? Is it for
Yeah.
real?
Yeah, it's for-
Very much.
Man,
So.
yeah,
goosebumps.
it was good.
I'm glad.
It was such a good day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm speechless. Wow.
Yeah. It's
What a
pretty
way
hot.
to start.
Yeah. I know.
What a way to start.
You know what's funny is actually on the actual day, right? We
Are you
we-
crying? Connor, right?
I was a little bit.
Connor,
I was a mess.
you are Connor and he's what?
I'm
Oscar.
Oscar. This is
Oh,
Connor.
Oscar. Okay. Oscar, are you crying?
No. It's just from mine.
Okay. I
I'm
was
known to be
crying.
emotional though, so if I started crying, that
He's
wouldn't be a surprise.
definitely the crier out of the two.
I was crying. I got tears on my eyes.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious. I was really with tears in my eyes.
That's good. Yeah.
For
look,
real, man, that was incredible. That division of voice and oh god, it
Yeah, it
will
was
be it will be in my ears because that's radio ready music for
Yeah.
real, you know.
Thank
And can you imagine a remix of that kind of music to
Yeah.
explore a different audience like EDM,
Yeah.
etc.?
100%. Yeah, for
It was
sure.
good.
You should do that.
Yeah,
we're,
100%.
that's definitely our next thing is having a look at what songs in the album we want to remix
Yeah.
to get a bit of something different.
Yeah, new life in them. Like
Yeah.
you know, we're definitely open to collaboration. Like on the album, we're actually collaborating with some other artists as well.
And that song is like we wrote that now 2.5 years, and that was recorded in our home studio,
Yeah,
just where we are right now.
in this
this
room.
Yeah, but we've actually been really blessed to have so we work with a mixing and mastering engineer. His name's Dominic Honnold.
Honnold, yeah,
From Protonaut Studios down in Berlin in Germany,
yeah.
near you.
Well, close to you.
Yeah, so
Dominic, I need you, Dominic.
So we literally just
He found us on TikTok.
we connected on TikTok, and we
Yeah.
do all of our mixing and mastering through Zoom and through online channels, and
He's been amazing.
yeah, it's been so good, really good. I think the reason why we went with a European mixing and mastering engineer was we already have so much influence here in Australia. Like we've got such great musicians, so many good mentors,
Mm.
but we really wanted to, with all of our songs, have a touch of, Europe.
International stuff.
International.
Yeah,
Just to get the radio play a little bit different.
Yeah.
Just a little bit different.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sure you got it, because man, for real,
Yeah.
I was touched by the quality of music. It's not only because it's a wedding. I could see the happiness on everyone's eyes, etc. Okay, the video clip makes some effect, the visual, but I was like not looking to the music video for some seconds, and I was, all my body was like good
Yeah.
because your voice is amazing.
Oh,
Your
thank you.
connection is amazing. There is a
Yeah.
synchronicity that's incredible. Obviously, the masterization, etc. It's all good, music video, visuals, it's all good. But the kind of match that your voice are doing there, wow,
Yeah,
amazing.
we've been singing together for a while.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
been a long
been
time.
It's been a whole
Whole a whole decade.
yeah, pretty much a whole
Yeah.
10 years of singing together and learning how our voices work together.
Yeah.
And, you know, both of us come from very different backgrounds singing wise. Like Connor has a lot of pop, contemporary rock, like strong vocals behind him. And I come from a big band musical theater background. And kind of like when you put the two together, that's the sort of stuff that you get. You get this sort of like, I think we come across like real power. We have real power in our voice, but we also have a real softness in our voice as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is great.
And rock and big band, when you fuse them together, you get something real bluesy and something real, like you said, authentic. You know,
Yeah, I could see that you have your signature.
Yeah.
And I have just a question. You were working with music before being like working the financial market. How was
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Well,
We're both different. So
Yeah.
I left high school a bit earlier, and I got a scholarship at SAE. I think there's an SAE in London as well.
Yeah.
And I studied a Bachelor of Audio Production and Sound Engineering. I then opened up a business where we had a studio and a theatre company and a publishing company here in Melbourne. And it was hard. It was really hard. Like running a business just out of high school, I had no money, no funds. And
How old were you?
17, 18?
Oh my!
Yeah. I was a bit of a big dreamer. Very big dreamer.
He had legs on him, man. The moment he got out of high school, he was like, let's make a business.
But in saying that, behind the story,
You didn't do that together, okay? It was
no, that was
before.
He worked for me.
He actually employed me to work at his business.
Oh my! The boss is just the boss got married with no way.
Scandalous.
I'm still his boss 10 years on.
No, I know.
Still his boss. Yeah, but after I did that, it was really good, but I burnt out. I had a really bad burnout phase because I was running 100 miles an hour and I had no destination. I was young. I just wanted anything I could possibly do. And then, the burnout hit me pretty hard. And then after the burnout, that's when our relationship really got more connected and more strong. And then, we just decided to go a different avenue. And we knew we would come back to music, but we needed a break because when your creativity results in a burnout, it's really mentally a hard bridge to get over.
Yeah.
So we had to fall back in love with music again, really, and we did.
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
together.
That was a big moment. That was like 4 years of not playing music, and then we got back into it once we got together and we moved out and all that sort of stuff. Then we started looking at it again, and that's where this sort of sprouted from after we got married and whatnot. But we did both of us did music when we were a lot as like younger as well, like 10 and all that sort of stuff. But separately. But it was
and we had projects. We had many projects that were separate, all the way up until we were probably 21, 22.
Yeah.
But for again in Australia, you got to remember the last 4 years. 2.5 of them didn't exist.
Yeah.
So 4 years sounds like a long time, but take 2.5 years from COVID, and it's not really.
It's really
not.
There is something interesting in the music industry. On other areas, it's almost the same, but you need a lot of networking. And when you stop for 4 years, it's like you doesn't exist, because if nobody, especially today with the artificial intelligence, if nobody mentions you, it's like you don't exist online, for example. And you need to be in articles and at least someone mentioning your name, your Mr. Cole's name. And when you use, for example, artificial intelligence on searching in games, and now Google is using that, Bing from Microsoft is using that, ChatGPT. If you ask like bands from Melbourne, and then nobody talks about Mr. Cole, that's a band from Melbourne, the artificial intelligence is not find you. So we need to be more discoverable.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
we've got a cat that wants to get in this door so bad.
Oh Jesus, it's okay. But anyway, when we bring that new scenario and we have people talking about you and your networking, it's a better position to be, because
Yeah.
then you have a reference.
But
And
also the landscape changed when we were younger doing it. You know, Spotify wasn't as big now as what it is now. We didn't have TikTok, didn't exist. Instagram, Facebook was miles ahead of Instagram, and social
we had
media.
mixtapes.
Yeah, we did. And social media it was still big, but it wasn't the in or end all. You know, you could still make it and not have the biggest social media presence. So when we came back into it, and you know, we were going, okay, we're going to need YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, a Spotify account. Like, it blew our mind in 4 to 5 years how much more you need now to just knock on the window, just a little bit more.
100%.
But look, I think we've taken a really good approach. We've tried our hardest not to focus on numbers and followers, and instead, you know, posting our stories, try to let people in on our life a bit more, and just be a bit more authentic. And hopefully, by people getting to know us, we'll be able to find our own community of people that go, yeah, we dig it, we like these guys.
100%.
Amazing, guys. This is one of the best interviews I'm having. Because because how old are you?
27.
Oh, you're 27. I'm 26.
You are thinking about your own age.
Yeah. Well, I'm the
You are
last.
so one that you don't know how.
I'm born on the 31st of December, and you're born on the 16th of June. So we're literally like dead center and end of the year, start of the year.
Yeah, 27.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
27.
So we're still young, still got time.
Just two babies and a lot of wisdom. I'm not talking about knowledge. I'm talking about wisdom. It's a lot of wisdom, and especially now that you are talking about talent has nothing to do with numbers on social networks.
No.
Can you imagine that song was just for your wedding with no followers, no likes, no influence, no social networks, no nothing, and from your professional experience from the financial market, nothing to do with creativity or music, and then look to the results. And I work with young people around the world. It's so hard to say, but they are killing themselves because they don't have likes or followers on social networks. They are giving up because of numbers. So look at the point we got as a society. Independent young artists killing themselves because they can't make it. They need to make their own investment. And if you try to invest on social networks for digital advertisement, sometimes you don't have the results, especially if you don't know how to do it properly. It's very segmented.
At the end of the day, social media is a business.
Yeah.
And its business's mission is to continue to get people to stay on their apps.
Yeah.
And we
So
are
it's
the products because we are
literally.
So
creating
it's
content.
not, you know, if a song goes viral, it's not because the song is, you know, perfect
the
or
best one.
the best one, or it has the best meaning, or it's authentic. It's purely that enough people have liked it that they're going to keep circulating it. And we know from our corporate business, you know, if we want to be able to go find people who want to buy a property, we use social media because they have algorithms and we can pay money to get in front of more people. And there's pros and cons. I think the pros of it allows independent artists like us to not need labels or a publisher or management per se. But I definitely see the weakness of social media, and probably the negative is, like you said, the vulnerable, the people who haven't yet created their own character or their own persona or their own confident levels. Can be dangerous and it can be a bit scary. The younger generation, I feel for probably more than now, because we remember a time without it being as intense as it is now. I know we're only 27, but still, when we're in high school, there wasn't really that much social media like there is today. We still remembered there.
I remember flip phones.
Yeah, being a time where you didn't have your phone dinging every 2 minutes, going bang, bang.
Motorola.
Yeah, exactly. Motorola
Yeah,
Razor, that's it,
Motorola,
man.
that's it. But yeah, it's. I think that there needs to be more conversation around social media and how we can improve it.
Yeah.
And I think people just need to take a step back and realize that, you know, there are a select few people at the top that are managing it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well,
And also we
not
need
real.
to understand that right now it's official numbers. There is more than 68 million tracks that wasn't listened even once on Spotify, for example. So a lot
Yeah.
of people could have access to creating music with the technology we have at home.
Yeah.
Doing the music distribution to the DSPs like Spotify, Pandora, Deezer, etc. But people to listen to it, uh, we are not finding it as independent artists. So
Mm.
we need to create mechanisms to make music more discoverable. And I
Yeah.
will repeat, now with artificial intelligence, we need people mentioning you on articles because artificial intelligence read the internet by
Mm.
themselves. The
Yeah.
Yeah,
system is
exactly.
reading it. We
Yeah.
need people talking about us to make us more discoverable with more details from where you are, the kind of music you do, because that's what is making the difference.
Mm.
Reference and spreading your name. The
Mm.
maximum you can do it. Also playlists, because that's repeating your name in many different playlists.
Yeah.
Even if it's a playlist with 0 followers, why? Because the algorithm will read that your music is in a huge number of playlists. Doesn't
Yep.
matter if the number of followers of the playlist, the number
Mm.
of likes, etc. And this makes your song more important when they
Yeah.
are recommending to listeners trying to explore that kind of music genre.
Yeah,
Yeah. And
definitely.
I think as well the real shame that we've learned in the past year is around opportunity. Sadly, there's scams, right? If you
Yeah.
have an opportunity where people are like playlisting, I really want to be on hundreds and hundreds of playlists. There are all these people waiting, going, all right, you can be on my playlist, but you got to pay this much and this
Yeah.
much and this much.
No, 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 no.
Don't
Free
do that.
playlist.
Yeah.
Free.
So I recommend for all those trying to get in playlists, but they don't have many influence or a huge number of followers to do that. Go to Muso Soup. Muso Soup
Yeah,
is amazing and
100%.
it's free playlist, guys. Don't have
100%.
to pay for that.
Yep.
You, you
And Groover. Groover's good as well. Groover's a really
exactly.
good one.
Mm.
Especially if you want to get some interest in Europe. I found Groover being, because I think it's French, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a French company.
Yes, exactly.
They were really good. We used Muso Soup, we used Groover, and I think artists as well. There needs to be no shame that you're getting help. I think
Yeah,
that
100%.
at the end of the day, one song is literally a drop of water in an ocean of music.
Mm.
And
Exactly.
if you want to get it heard, the days of uploading it and because of it, it's a good song, it's going to be recognized. They're sadly gone.
No.
They're sadly gone.
No.
You need to do the work and you need to get your song in front of people.
Yeah, you need to promote it. Like to Connor's point, like your music is one single drop in an ocean full of music, and you've got to make some big waves to be heard. And the way it works now is playlisting, social media, you know,
Articles,
like you said, like that's the world we live in now. And you know what, in 30, 40, 50, 60, maybe even 100 years, there might be a new way of doing it, but right now that's the way to get heard, and that's what we've been doing.
Yeah, and look, you can have 10,000 followers. You can have, like, we've now got 10,000 monthly listeners, which we're so grateful for, like beyond grateful. But you still got to remember, you want people that's going to buy merch. They're going to support you. If you put on a show, they're going to come to your show and they're going to be in the audience and they're going to vibe with you human to human rather than just over the computer.
Yeah.
That's I think the way that we've been looking at our career and the way we're looking at our career moving forward is engagement from human to human. I think is how you define success. If you have someone come to your show, they don't know anything about you, but they've seen your music. They come up to you after the show and they go, you know, your story's meant so much to me. It's made me feel like I can do what you guys are doing. I see that more successful than having 10,000 monthly streams.
100%. When a song reaches reaches a listener and touches someone's, like we've had people, especially on the most recent single, reach out to us or speak to us when we've met them in person and say, hey, this song really gets to me. Like I feel that. I totally understand where you're coming from, or this meant something to me. I feel like that's when you've made a successful song. That's success right there. When the listener gets something out of it, just as much as you got out of it.
We got to get back to human connection.
Yeah.
I think that's probably what we're missing the most.
Okay, we are actually doing a brainstorm here for a new marketing campaign, and still using a song that you released in the past, but you can also keep using that for a new approach. Doing a marketing campaign on websites and blogs for wedding, and using your music video talking about music for wedding, but for the bride to sing with, And no, that's true, because people will get to know your music from there too. And, and you,
definitely.
like music for blogs about music and talking about music made with feelings, etc. Yeah, you can still explore that song tonight, even if you released it years ago. And now you are not talking about the release, but the kind of music you made. So you never lose opportunities, and it still work. So it's what about your family support? They go to the live performances, etc.
Oh, all of them.
Yeah, pretty much.
They're always there.
I'm
one.
proud of you guys. I would be there if it's UK.
I think both of our families were really devastated when we stopped doing music, because we were pretty much the only ones doing it.
Pretty much.
Devastated.
They were really sad when we stopped. But when we started, they were like, when we started again, they loved it. They loved the singles. They really pushed to come. They've literally been to every show. And they'll keep coming.
Literally been to every show,
And it's good. They get to hear the music well and truly before it's released on Spotify. They're our first listeners to our songs.
100%.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Always get feedback from our mums. Mums know. They know. They know what's right and wrong.
That's so true.
So they're always our first listeners. And we did a big show 2 weeks ago. We had a 10-piece band. It was massive. And my brother actually come and performed 2 of our songs with us on stage.
Yeah.
For the first time. He's never performed before, and he learned guitar over the past year.
Yeah, pretty much.
For that performance. And it was really special for us to share that with him.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah, it's good.
Wow, there is a very strong bond with our family. I like it.
Yeah,
definitely.
I think
definitely strong.
Yeah, definitely. I think we really pride ourselves on the connection with our family and the relationship we have with them. And I think it's also nice, we're very blessed to be supported in the way that we do, and be very blessed to have family that, shows up to every gig, supports us, shares our song, just like will back us every step of the way. I think that's something that we don't take lightly. Like we really appreciate that.
And we work for it. We work for a good family relationship. It's not easy. It doesn't just happen. It's like our relationship. It's not, as much as it looks like it's really easy and there's no issues.
You are just playing around, right? It's like let's do music, and that's it. Together we are here, the same house, the studio, home studio is there. Let's do music. Let's be successful in one more thing, because relationship is successful, the business is successful, and also the music career. Guys, I'm moving to Australia. I want to be close to these guys. You have to surround yourself with people that are just doing great. So I want to be your friend. Sorry.
You'll have to get used to the accent for a while.
Oh,
it's a unique accent. Isn't it?
I will do everything that's needed. Right. Let's explore your Spotify now, because we have After Tonight. What came after tonight? Don't talk about it?
No, make you feel all right.
Okay. Let's just listen to Make You Feel Right. 17,000 plays. Good result. Let's go.
Baby. Oh. talk about it. I just wanna ride up on it. I don't wanna think about it. Just wanna make you feel right. I wanna go down on you right. I wanna keep you feeling nice, touching your body alright. I wanna feel you tonight. Oh, 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 oh. I wanna see you in the light. Take it off with me tonight, baby. Oh, 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 oh. I wanna see you in the light. Getting wild with me tonight. Wanna keep you feeling right, baby. I 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 wanna keep you feeling right, baby. Don't wanna know about it, just wanna freak around it. Don't wanna plan about it, just wanna play with you tonight. I'm gonna get you going right into the hours of the night. Feeling your body alright, turning it up with you tonight. Oh, 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 oh. I wanna see you in the light. Take it off with me tonight, baby. Oh, 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 oh. I wanna see you in the light. Getting wild with me tonight. Wanna keep you feeling right. Well, baby, I wanna keep you feeling right, baby. I wanna please you. Wanna keep you feeling right, baby. To keep you right. Wanna keep you feeling right, baby. To keep you right. Wanna keep you right, baby. Just wanna make you feel alright. 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 I just wanna feel. I just want you to feel right. I just wanna feel. I just want you to feel right. I just want you to feel right. I just want you to feel right. I just wanna keep you feeling right, baby. I just wanna keep you feeling right, baby. I just wanna keep you feeling right, baby. I just wanna keep you feeling right, baby.
Wow, man, the music you do is so different from tonight, and
You
wait
so
till- you wait-
bluesy and R&B. That's I was
Yeah.
like, oh my god,
You wait till you hear the next one.
Yeah.
it's even different than that.
Yeah, way different.
So different.
Guys, you are doing a great job. I hate you because you are not in the UK. You should come to the UK to do some live performances in London.
Yeah,
One
would
day,
love,
one
would love
day,
to.
man, would love
Honestly,
to.
would love to.
Yeah, man.
And it's definitely something we've thought about.
Yeah, we did.
We have.
We nearly did it. We went on when Connor proposed to me. We went on a trip to Europe, and we were actually in the UK. I remember you saying to me, like, "Hey, do you want to do some open mic nights?" And I shit the bed. I was like, "No, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it." But yeah, man,
Yeah.
we'd love to come over and do some songs.
Well, if you do it, just let me know. I will be there with a
yeah.
big sign. I'm your fan.
Number one UK fan.
Yeah, number one. So again, Spotify, because now I'm curious for real. The next, it's don't talk about it.
Yeah, so this came out. Tomorrow will be 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
It only came out 2 weeks ago.
What about the results?
Well, let's see, it's 6.
Good.
Yeah.
For 2 weeks, we're really happy with that.
Yeah, we got great
Like,
response from it.
Yeah, happy. It's been good. It's very different to the other two.
Yeah.
Like,
Right. I'm not talking about the numbers because the numbers is good. I'm talking about the reaction of the audience you had for tonight and make you feel right.
Good.
'Cause
I think this song was tonight was obviously our wedding song. It was a love ballad that really showcased the love we had for each other. Make You Feel Alright was a song that we wrote in lockdown when we were feeling pretty crap and we wanted to start feeling good about life again.
Yeah.
Don't Talk About It was essentially it's a liberation song. So it was a song that we wrote about our coming out experience, being, we were known as straight men and we came out together as a relationship, and it was we had a lot of support, but we didn't have some support from some
wait,
people.
let come back here. I didn't get it. You were straight and then you decide to be in that relationship?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Well,
Yeah.
I know I kind of always was interested in both angles, and when we met, we just knew that we had a very deep connection.
Something unexplainable.
Yeah, and
Something.
when we
That's why I'm laughing because that's why I said you look like best friends.
Yeah,
we are.
Well, we are.
We
man.
are.
Like that's where it
We
all
are.
came from. It stemmed from this like really organic relationship with one another. Our love of music, and
we have a lot of fun.
yeah.
I think that's important. And
Okay.
yeah, and when Don't Talk About It,
Bro, we are together for 10 years. Let's just start a relationship because we do everything together, man. So
Hey,
you don't have a girlfriend. I don't have a girlfriend too. So let's do it. Let's get married. And
Yeah.
that's it.
and it works.
Yeah.
It's been good. And
No,
don't-
I did the same with my wife. She was my client, okay? I had an IT shop and she was there doing like buying stuff and things for computers, etc., with her boyfriends. But after some time, she was alone, and I just said, "You are alone," and yeah, and I'm alone too. Let's just have a drink, etc. As a friend, we were best friends for a year with no interest. I just told her to be with my friends, like to go out, etc. And she said no, etc. And one day, let's get married, have a baby, and that's it.
you
So
just
the
gotta
same
keep,
thing.
just gotta keep it simple and fun. I think
Yeah.
that's important, And
Yeah, definitely.
I think the response for Don't Talk About It with a lot of the community around us was that it was a lot more personal. It wasn't just fun and like happy. It was a bit more serious and a bit more straight down the
point.
line. And
Yeah.
it was a change in a rock direction, a rock
Right.
song.
Yeah, because this is radical. Two straight guys suddenly get married. So let's
Yeah.
do it. Let's do it.
That was the one that always believed the freedom came free. Then you took my eyes, forbade me to see what would make me happy. I will never take no answer for all the pain that you're putting me through. So I keep a running under shelter to be sheltered from someone like you. Free me from your lies. It's time for me to take flight. I want to take control. No need for you anymore. If you can't back me, don't stop me. Just sit there and don't talk about it. You were the one that always kept me feeling like I can't even breathe. So I clear my eyes and I lift my head high. Each time I go and make things right, I will never take no answer for all the pain that you're putting me through. So I keep running under shelter to be sheltered from someone like you. Free me from your lies. It's time for me to take flight. I want to take control. No need for you stop me. Just sit there and don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. Oh, don't talk about it. Oh, don't talk about it. Keep quiet. Don't say it. Sit down and watch me make it. Keep quiet. Don't say it. Sit down and watch me make it. Keep quiet. Don't say it. Sit down and watch me make it. Keep quiet. Don't say it. Sit down and watch me make it. Free me from your lies. It's time for me to take flight. I want to take control. No need for you anymore. If you can't back me, don't stop me. Just sit there and don't talk about it. Free me from your lies. It's time for me to take flight. I want to take control. No need for you anymore. If you can't back me, don't stop me. Just sit there and don't talk about it.
Oh God! Oh my God! I even don't know what to say. It's so man, ready
It's
to the
different.
radio. It's Brookback Mountain. It's Marlboro style publicity. It could be on Netflix as a soundtrack of a very nice movie or series. Man, you should be exploring the cinema industry with that kind of song. That
Mm,
it's rebel at the same time it's vulnerable, at the
mm,
same time it's melancholic, but there is anger on that. And
yeah.
when you say don't talk about it, you are actually talking about it because we need to
Yeah.
talk about it. Come on,
That's
guys.
so true.
It's a
Then
good
Yeah.
you're
one.
doing a good reading of your music.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that?
I think you know,
I was asking if I'm doing a good reading about your music.
yeah,
Yeah.
man,
Yeah,
100%.
spot on.
Spot on. Like,
It is it was fun, that one. You know?
yeah.
Love is like, love songs are I think if you're being authentic, they're really easy to write, but a real, like a song like that, which is deep and personal and angry and reflective, can be hard. They're hard to write and to get right, because you don't want the listener to feel
Like
like,
they're being
oh,
yelled at.
you still want them to lean in and listen a little bit closer to the lyrics and what it actually means. And but it was fun. That was a fun one to write. Like to record the vocals was really healing.
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
say.
Yeah. The
And-
song
and
has,
Vocal, amazing vocals. Never let anyone between you. And now I'm talking about business relationship and also music career.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We've definitely
Amazing.
found we've nailed the blend.
Yeah.
We've nailed the
100%.
blend. We've got the blend in the bag now.
Yeah,
And
So
as a listener, I was thinking the live performance of these guys that should be amazing, because then you have a taste of all kind of music genre, and then you start with something romantic and go to something that you can dance, and go to something that you can just release that energy, and go and go and go. Wow,
Yeah.
that must be
it's a roller
great.
coaster.
That's
If
the
you
point.
have 10 songs, you can be in front of a huge audience for live performances, and everyone, there is something for everyone, every kind of audience,
That's
and
exactly
especially the LGBT community. I know you are not exploring on visual, you are not exploring that, except
right.
for the music video. And when you talk about the music genre you are exploring, it's not all pop. That's more LGBT community, but the theme is good about the lyrics, etc. You have to put the lyrics on that one because I couldn't go.
Yeah.
I was
doing
for that.
Yeah.
Next
that
time,
now.
put the lyrics before the interview.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just loved the work you are doing, man. For
Thank
real.
you.
Thank you,
For
man.
real. I'm
Cheers.
actually learning a lot with you because everything you are doing, you put some meaning.
Yeah,
And,
man.
and
That's that. We try.
We try.
Yeah.
I think that's the point of doing it. If you're not going to do it that way, then probably don't. Don't give it a go.
You gotta give music meaning.
Try be authentic. It's what it's easier to manage it. Like when we jump on our Facebook stories and Instagram stories and we do these interviews, we find it really easy because we just don't try to be anything that we're not.
like a character.
Yeah. We just go with it, and I think we all have a story that's really important to hear. It's just saying it for what it is rather than trying to think about what people want to hear it as.
Yeah.
Because the people that don't gel with us and the people who don't vibe with us, we probably don't vibe with them either.
That's exactly right.
So
yeah.
I just find it's difficult not vibing with you because man, you are doing so great. And you just started from nothing and not nothing because it was a wedding, an important thing, but it wasn't like preparing for a music career. It was like, oh, let's make something from that. And you are doing great, man. I just love it. Congratulations for that. I could be talking about music with you forever, but we have to finish. But
that's good.
we can have another interview when you have more.
We'll be back
have
for
the
our
album in May.
next May.
Yeah, next May. Yeah.
Next May. We're gonna release. We got 4 more singles to release before the album.
Yep.
Great, amazing. So, do you have a message for LGBT community, for the new audience that's gonna explore your portfolio, and for those artists trying to start a career? Think about these three scenarios.
We'll both give an answer.
Yeah,
Yes.
Let me go
You go
first. Okay. For the new audience and the LGBTQI community that are seeing us, I think my main message, or our main message, would be that don't let any one mold or what people think of you or what people should pigeonhole you as, let that define you. Like like you said, we did this off after a wedding. We just decided that we wanted to start music, and look how far we've come in 12 months. I think anything you do, it just comes down to who you are as a person, how much you're willing to give it. And I think for aspiring artists and young musicians out there who want to do something within the music industry, don't stop trying. You have to keep trying. You have to keep trying, and you have to keep pushing through, because the opportunities will come. You just have to keep working to find them. You got to turn over every stone. That'd be my message.
Yeah. Well, I think my message for new people kind of engaging with us is that what you see is what it is. I think that our music is who we are, and the songs is what we've experienced. Our stories and our social media is genuinely what we do on weekdays and weekends.
Very much so.
The LGBTQ plus community, I'm really proud of how far the community's come, how far we've all come. Yeah. I think that 20 years ago to now, it's a completely different world for our community. And I think at the end of the day, I hope that we're an example that love is love.
Yeah.
And that's all it is.
100%.
It's not politics. It's not a fancy story to make people want to like your stuff more. I think that love is love, and we all I think as humans, we need to support that. It's 2023. The fact that we're still, there's a war in Ukraine and Russia, and the fact that there's still so much chaos happening in the world because we can't all just get along and realize that, hey, we're in this together.
Yeah, we're on the same planet.
We've still got a fair way to go, but I think we can all say that we've come a long way to be here today.
100%.
Amazing. And what I have to say is, everyone watching this, please go to their social networks and follow them.
Yes,
Go
Thank
please.
you.
Spotify,
Thank
Be
Mr.
a part.
Cole. Yes, yes,
Be
Yes.
a part of the journey.
Yeah,
yes.
It's going to be a fun one.
Yeah.
Spotify, Mr. Cole, YouTube, Mr. Cole Melbourne, Melbourne 126, Facebook, Mr. Cole Melbourne, Instagram, Mr. Cole Melbourne. And don't forget to follow and put their songs on your playlists. That's the most important. And share on your social networks. Because
Yes,
these
please.
guys, they deserve all support we can give them.
Thank you, man.
And thank you very
Appreciate it.
much. It was an honor to have you here, guys, teaching us a lot of things and how to be successful building a career independently. And next time you have anything to share with us, come back and we have a new interview. We
Perfect.
just we just find ways to talk about the new projects and
Yeah.
For sure. 100%.
Yeah. I reckon we could talk for hours, mate.
Oh,
For
definitely.
hours. So it's good.
Great. Stay online. We have just a short video and then I will talk to you again.